Hi guys, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions. This is Epsilon. Last time we cleared chapter, what, 4? 3. We cleared chapter 3, we're in chapter 4. I think I have that right. Whatever, we cleared the last chapter, whatever it was. Wow, just did that and I've already forgotten the number, that's so bad. Anyways, we're standing here on Rio Vane's castle, I still don't know how to say that. And instead of proceeding straight to Duguara Pass, we're actually going to head down to, well, we're going to try and head down to, Gaug, Dorder. I think we need to make it to Gaug, actually. Because we need to start on the side quests, some of the side quests. And to do that, of course, we need to be in the proper places. But we might actually end up in a random battle, which seems extremely likely, because to get to Gaug, we have to pass through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 random areas, or areas with random battles, although... Oh. Nope! Well, there we go. And I said I would show these if I've never shown the place before, and Bravinia, Mount Bravinia, is quite a spot. This is a chance, though, I guess, to show off some of the characters who are still growing and are not as strong as I would like them to be yet, so I don't use them for the main story battles. So, speaking of which, King Tuba, who is still crap now. I'm sorry, King Tuba. But once you become a bard, you will be amazing. Let's see. Roan, who's working to become a ninja. Who else? That's it. Is everybody's level 25? Level 26, then. What we got? Q, the summoner. Yeah, we'll take you. I don't want to take 2 monks. Yeah, Eshrin's fine. And man, I don't want to take 2 summoners. Mustadio. Mustadio. I could actually take Agrius, because she's currently a knight. Although Boko's really good here, too. No, we're going to take Mustadio. Because I remember what kind of enemies show up here. Yeah, I remember. So let's go. Let's do this. Random battle. This will probably be the entirety of this video. I mean, depending on how long this battle takes. If I Ruffle Stomp through it, then maybe not, but I'm not going to Ruffle Stomp through it, because I was under the impression that undead enemies showed up here. Instead, it's Ahriman. Ahriman and bombs. So never mind. But after this one, I might skip any of the random battles, like for next video, and just take us straight to Gaug, or at least, I mean, I'll watch us walking there. I'll show us walking there in case anything super interesting happens in one of the random battles, but I don't think it's going to. It's really rare you have anything other than you versus them, but sometimes, like, third parties will show up and, you know, mess with things. We are not going to do anything of note with Roan. Roan is going to haste everyone except Eshrin, because apparently screw Eshrin, who is his girlfriend. Hi dear, screw you. Yeah, they're dating. I think I've mentioned that. When I trained them in random battles, like, really early, and they were both, like, squires or chemists or what have you, I would just have them throw stones at each other. I'd have the entire group do that. It's team bonding. Throwing stones at your allies is the best way to team bond. You can dodge a stone, you can dodge a ball. Or sword. Or an arrow. Yeah, just attack. Of course it missed. We will need you. Praise Mustadio and raise his bravery. King Tuba, yes, good. Gain 1 more job level, King Tuba, so you will no longer have to be an orator. Because orators are a terrible main job. I like their abilities as a secondary job set, but like having you as an orator, meaning you're getting their stat gains and crap, is really, it's bad. Blind. Okay, yeah, whatever. Doesn't affect spells, don't care. Good try, though. Stone! Oh, bad. That's bad. That's bad. Summon, let's see who takes... No. See what they take the most damage from. Rama is 74. Ifrit is 74. Shiva is 149. Wonder which one I'm summoning. Wonder. I wonder. Haste-ja. Come on, haste-ja-us. Haste-ja-us. Everybody got haste. Good. Good. We've got this battle in the bag then. Okay, attack this fool. 100%. Good. 100% while blinded. How you feel about that, sir? How you feel about that? Glacial shards. I think that's going to kill the one on the right. Maybe. Yeah, good. And the one on the left is now just ridiculously wounded. We have one gold needle. That's not good. Someone remind me to buy more of those. So we have one gold needle. Black magic. It's gonna go off in 4 turns. It's a ridiculous amount of time. It's a ridiculous amount of time. Can I move you behind this Araman right here, so that you will attack him? No, 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 no. Not with magic. Just with, I don't know what you're even equipped with. Stick? With your stick? Doom! With your knife, your assassin's dagger. Even better. I'd forgotten that they'd gotten some of those. Ignitus. Stone, 52%. Oh, thank God that missed. I would be so pissed to be wiped here by just a random encounter. I would be so very pissed to die to that. Can't get on the lava, obviously. There is a super awesome secret item hidden here, and I know exactly where it's hidden. You find it with the Treasure Hunter move ability, and I know where to get it, but I'm not going to fetch it until we have the character it's used for. Gained a job level. Congratulations, Roan. That might mean he no longer has to be a monk anymore. I don't know. He's working to get to ninja, which is a fairly awesome class, honestly. But can you shoot? Yeah, you can't hit them from there. Hit. Shoot. Shoot them. Shoot them. Violence. Poor Eshrin, who's moving at the speed of normal. Everybody else is all hasted and running around like a crazy person. Eshrin's like, I was a statue for a second. That reminds me. So our group plays D&D, and Eshrin is one of my D&D players. And just like here, her character, Bridget, was turned into a statue. I'm going to need to remember to make her watch this video. She'll be like, that actually happened to me. They fought some basilisks in the Underdark. Well, I say some basilisks. They fought a single basilisk in the Underdark, and it turned her to stone. Luckily, there was a Dryad on hand who was capable of casting Remove Curse, Remove Affliction, and Remove Disease, which we weren't sure which one it technically counts as. We think Affliction. But since she had all 3, it didn't really matter. We were just like, you do all of them, just in case. You gonna bite me? You're gonna blow up? Dick! Dick! Blow up on me. Eshrin can get Mustadio up, I believe. So let's just act and summon Shiva right on this guy's. Well, black magic might be faster. Zara, how will that do? 136 damage. Of course it would. Blizzard. 106. Good enough. Sounds great. Q is becoming truly a badass mage. You don't actually have any martial arts abilities. Unfortunately, you can't move from there, basically. Because you will die if you move next to Q. Yes, Q is becoming quite the badass mage, to be honest, because The Summoner, I believe, has the highest magic attack and MP growth. And the Black Mage, of course, has all the great spells and has, like, the Resists and Upsure Faith. No one gets another turn. How convenient. Now you can move over here. That's fine. Wait, I guess? I don't know what to tell you. I wish that guy would come over here so we could murder him. That would be great. Oh, phew. She's silenced. She has been silenced. She can't cast Raise. So we have 2 turns to end this battle. How great. How fantastic. 98 damage. Sounds great. Do it. Maybe we can beat him to death enough. Really? Miss. How rude. Let's move a little bit closer. And then let's just see if it is within range. It is within range. Good. Awesome. Blizzaga. Right on your face. You're not going to survive that. You're doomed. Doomy, doomy, doom. Doom on your face. Huh. Well, actually, I kind of did blaze through this battle because we have like 11 minutes left. 11 minutes left. 11 minutes recorded. And Blizzaga. And it's dead. From a Stadio. Did take a bomb to the face, to be honest. So, it's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, we've only got like 12 minutes recorded. Probably not even that after this is edited a little bit, so I think we are safe to head at least to Dorder. Yeah. Not Bravinia. Let's see what everybody else has. Who was I looking for? There you are. King Tuba. To see if he has unlocked Bard yet. No, still level 4 order. Roan. Still a level 4 monk. Never mind. Geomancer! Wait, do I need Geomancer? I don't remember how you get to ninja. I don't remember how you get to ninja. That's really sad. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, how do you get to ninja? Huh. Well, we're going to switch him to Geomancer. Because, whatever. It'll be fun. We'll have a Geomancer, finally. If only for a little bit. I think Geomancer is on the way to ninja. I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Geomancer, you don't have enough points to unlock a single ability at all. 150. Awesome. At least you're wearing, like, clothes and weapons now, so I guess that's an improvement. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, sorry, had to do a little bit of background stuff, but we're fine now. Let's head to Dorder. Oh, good, we didn't get in a fight. I don't think we've poached anything, have we? No. We've not poached anything in a while. I don't even know if they still have poach equipped as abilities. Oh! There are new rumors. A turning point. Having apparently lost patience with a long stalemate, Duke Larg's troops have at last taken action. The Order of the Northern Sky, along with most of the soldiers on the front lines, have marched on Fort Bessalot. Bessalot is an indispensable strongpoint in the battle against Zeltinia, and capturing it would give Duke Larg's forces access to Limberry's abundant food supply. This battle could well be the key to victory. That's nice. And the horror of the castle whose name I cannot pronounce. Just as rumors of the otherworldly fiend that attacked Lionel Castle began to die down, another is now said to have appeared at Riovanna's castle, the residence of Grand Duke Barrington. More than 500 men lost their lives in the ensuing battle. No witnesses survived, and there are no clues as to what occurred. Those who have seen the aftermath say that they will never forget the scores of corpses, some with their heads crushed like melons. This reminds me, we should probably look at our chronicle. That's what we can do for these last few minutes instead of risking another battle that you all don't really want to see. Wonders? Ah, places. We've not looked at these. Floating castle. The Winged Ones possess technology allowing them to transmute cloudstone into crystals, like the ones that kept this castle aloft. Unfortunately, both the Winged Ones and their wondrous knowledge were lost in the cataclysm. So, in Final Fantasy XII, Bujerba is a floating city, and in 12-2, basically, Revenant Wings, there are the Aegil, who are basically winged people who live in cities in the sky. So, that's what those are referencing to. Crystal Tower. This spire, once the heart of the ancient kingdom of Baron, was protected by a labyrinth city at its base. The tower's crystal walls were a symbol of the royal family's wealth and power, but also of oppression. The Crystal Tower is a reference to Final Fantasy III. It is the final dungeon in Final Fantasy III, and indeed does have a labyrinth at the base of the tower. So annoying. Floating continent. Theories once abounded as to what this mass of land might be. Academics have now settled on one prevailing theory. The cataclysm caused a shift in the balance of subterranean cloudstone, allowing it to surface. The floating continent is also from Final Fantasy III, and is where you start the game. Falgabard. This village is said to have been inhabited by an order of dark knights. While the fell blades of these knights lent them great power, they also cut short their lives. The order's numbers dwindled until at last none remained. I do not know what Falgabard is reference to. Gotta be honest. Phantom Train. The Phantom Train became so known for its primary purpose during an ancient age of war, the transport of battalions of the ghastly enthralled. It is also called the Chariot of the Damned. For those of you who are not aware, the Phantom Train is from Final Fantasy VI, and is a boss from Final Fantasy VI. There's also, I think it's called something different in Final Fantasy VIII, but there is a ghost train as one of the Guardian forces in Final Fantasy VIII, and I think it's supposed to be the same train, but I seem to be recalling that its name it's wrong. They translated it differently. Chocobo Forest. Not but a glimpse of light creeps into this deep woods. Rare breeds of chocobo thrive in this mystical forest, and the World Tree is rumored to be at its center. The pungent scent of chocobo fills the air. In Final Fantasy III and IX, chocobo forests are where you catch your chocobos to ride them around. Artifacts. Oh, Ares, one of the 12 legendary zodiac stones. This particular stone bears the symbol of the ram, and was obtained after defeating Vigra foes in battle. Taurus, one of the 12 legendary zodiac stones. This particular stone bears the symbol of the bull, and was discovered deep beneath the clockwork city of Gaug. Scorpio, one of the 12 legendary zodiac stones. This particular stone bears the symbol of the scorpion, and was acquired after defeating Cardinal Delacroix in battle. And Pisces, one of the 12 legendary zodiac stones. This particular stone bears the symbol of the fish, and was entrusted to Alma by Sir Isolde just before his death. Enchanted machine gun. Guns of this type are said to have been used aboard airships in days of yore. Their bullets could be used for different purposes depending on the magic with which they were infused. I think we've gone through most of these. Red materia. These stones, developed by the ancient Saronians, are the result of experiments in storing knowledge within gems for later generations. They are said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. Red materia is from Final Fantasy VII, and it was the summon materia in 7. Parade Helm? I think we've read about that one. I think that's just some equipment. Feats. Oh, is this the story? No, this is, Oh, I had forgotten about this. So, when you do some of the, events? Yes. Errands. That's the word. Errands. Sometimes you'll get back with a story of what actually happened. Because you'll notice, like, when they come back, they're just like, our fortunes could not have been greater. Here is the money we made. Here's the thing we found. Done. But I guess, this adds, like, the background of the story. So, the salvage of the Highwind. The merchant ship Highwind had sunk some 20 sectors out into Wargillis Harbor. As it was carrying the molds needed to create chocobons to sell exports to its product, some have speculated that the ship may have been sunk by a rival firm. However, it was determined to be an accident when we successfully recovered both the ship and its cargo. Salvage Expedition. The salvage expeditions were sponsored by the Lasali Adventurers Guild. Most attendees were young men and women from landlocked regions who would otherwise never get the chance to scour the depths for sunken treasure. Happily, we found a sunken hull, like as not placed there by our hosts, and succeeded in rescuing it from its watery grave. Raising the Hindenburg. We were informed that a trade ship called the Hindenburg, registered to a Zalan trade company, went down 16 sectors into the Bay of Obel. Prohibitive costs kept the company from turning it to a licensed salvage guild. The waters in the area made it difficult to avoid the occasional shipwreck, and the local guilds take advantage of the lack of competition to charge steep rates. The Highwind is often the name of your airship in various Final Fantasies. I think the most famous being Final Fantasy VII. The Hindenburg is, well, it is a reference to an actual ship. Like, the blimp? Oh, I say blimp. Zeppelin. An actual Zeppelin that went down in flames. But it's also a reference to Final Fantasy airships, some of which have been called the Hindenburg. To see if any of these are particularly interesting. I think I'll go through them myself at some later point and see which ones might have interesting stories to them. I forgot about those. And let's look up Persona. Specifically, I want to look up... you're dead. High Confessor Marcel. High Confessor Marcel is the leader of the Church of Galapagos and Moland and the mastermind behind the War of the Lions. By orchestrating this conflict, the High Confessor hopes to regain the Church's lost influence. His ultimate goal is for the Church to become the supreme power in Ivalice, greater even than the Crown itself. While fanning the flames of war between the Dukes Larg and Goltana, the High Confessor is using his Knights Templar to search for the Zodiac Stones in hope of winning over the common people. I also want to see Elmdor. Elmdor. See if there's anything new for him. Liege Lord of Limberry, Marquis Elmdor battled fearlessly against the Odalian army when it invaded Ivalice in the later days of the 50 Years' War. Hailed by friends as the Silver Prince for his bright metallic armor and long silver hair, he was feared by foes as the Silver Demon. He died an honorable death in battle when struck by an arrow on the Fuse Plains. But we know he's not dead, but it doesn't mention that. Oh, Celia and Letty are here. Celia, a woman of great physical beauty who appears alongside Marquis Elmdor. Of her background, not as known. Letty. A woman of great physical beauty who appears alongside Marquis Elmdor. Of her background, not as known. Okay, so it's not going to tell us anything about them yet. And Grand Duke Barrington. Liege Lord of Fovaham, Grand Duke Barrington did not serve in battle during the 50 Years' War, as he was no warrior, but his large group of Outland sellswords fought in his name. The Grand Duke had stolen the Virgo Stone in hopes of utilizing its great power for military purposes. However, this drew Lord Fulmarv's ire, and the Grand Duke Barrington died in the ensuing chaos. Thrown off a building by a woman. A really strong woman, to be honest. Like, super strong. Luso's here. A young hunter who still retains a boyish innocence. Rescued from an attack by monsters in the Zeklaus Desert, Luso decided to travel with Ramza until such time as he could reunite with his former companions. He records each day's events in a leather-bound book that he carries with him at all times. Okay. Oh, wow, I babbled on there for almost like 10 minutes. Wow. Anyways, that's enough for today. Next time you see us, we will be heading... Don't accidentally just go straight there. Into Zaland, Lionel, and Galg. I will, of course, record the trip there. If anything interesting happens, I will probably start the episode with the interesting thing. But, if it doesn't, I will meet you all right before we enter Galg, because I do believe the side quest starts as soon as you step in the city. So, that's what we're planning to do next time. We're blowing off the main quest for a little bit, because we've just been charging through it, and a break is nice every now and then. So, like, leave a comment, subscribe, the whole thing you hear at the end of every YouTube video. I'd be super duper grateful. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye. Hellspawned Beast. A chimera, a beast long thought to be extinct, has appeared in our town. Please rid us of this monster. Igros resident. Reports. Hell-spawned beast. We departed Igros in high spirits. Our task to fell a chimera. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. We spotted a shadowy onlooker. We quickly gave chase, hoping to question him. Somehow, he evaded us and slipped off into the night. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. 6,000 gil, that's it. That's all you got? That's all you got? Metamorphosed Misery. Help me, please. My pet has turned into a monster. I fear my only option is to slay the beast, but I cannot bring myself to do it. Diara the Summoner. Reports. Metamorphosed Misery. We departed Igros in high spirits. Our task? To fell a pet turned dread creature. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. Diara came forth to offer copious thanks. We graciously accepted and headed for home. Would that we had received a reward as well. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Just 6,000 more gil. Fantastic.